Hello, I am going to show you how to create a 3D model hydrogen molecule in Tinkercad, which is an easy to use 3D design web app. Navigate to Tinkercad from your toolbar, type in tinkercad.com, and that should take you to the Tinkercad homepage. Sign into Tinkercad, and from your design homepage, click on Create New Design. This should take you to the work plane. We are going to click on Show Geometric Shapes, and we want to drag 3 spheres onto the work plane. We want these spheres in a triangle formation. Now we need to navigate back to our geometric shapes and drag a cylinder onto the work plane. We are going to rotate and resize this cylinder in order to connect them between 2 spheres. So we want to use these black arrow buttons to rotate the cylinder into a horizontal position, and then these white resizing squares in order to make this cylinder smaller. The exact dimensions don't matter, we just want it small enough to connect between these 2 spheres. Make sure the cylinder is selected by clicking on it in order to drag it. Drag it in between these 2 spheres and rotate your view. You can right click on your mouse to rotate your view. We are going to want to lift this cylinder in the air, so click on the black triangle button and move up to lift. So our goal is just to move this cylinder until it connects between 2 spheres. So we just need to resize this, and we want the cylinder to reach into the sphere. If we are going to 3D print this, we want to make sure this is a stable connection. And then I'm just going to move these spheres until they're even. We now want to duplicate this cylinder by selecting the cylinder and then clicking Control C. That should copy the cylinder, and to paste it onto our work plane, we're going to hit on our keyboard Control V. And we have our cylinder copied. Now I'm going to click on it to drag it and use these black arrows to turn it and insert it into the spheres. And I'm going to click this sphere and just move it to the end of the cylinder. Now this is a hydrogen molecule. You can move these cylinders into whatever angle you want. I'm going to move my molecules a little farther away from each other. Keep tinkering with your model until you have it how you want it. I'm going to go ahead and move back to the geometric shapes and scroll down until I find the letters. And then I'm going to drag an O onto the middle sphere, which is going to be the oxygen. I'm going to lift the O in the air by clicking on the black triangle button, and I'm going to move my mouse up. I'm then going to drag the O onto the sphere and use the black rotating arrows to move it. I want this O to extrude, so I am going to resize it a bit and make it large enough to see. I then want to drag an H onto both of the other spheres, and that's going to represent the hydrogen. Use the black triangle button to drag the H into the air, and then click on it and drag it onto the middle of the sphere. And then I want another H. I'm going to click on the black triangle and move it onto the sphere. Now I want to just drag these H's around until they're where I want them. Once you're happy with the design of your molecule, you can click on Design and Download for 3D printing if you plan on sending your design to a 3D printer. You can click on this Tinkercad design button. This will take you to your Tinkercad design page where you can choose to edit your designs or share them with others.